Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and today we have some battles submitted by Woetmak, who is a former legend of Go Battle League. So we're having some really nice and skillful battles, especially with the main MVP being that Chessnaught, able to get there, doing so much work with the wall rain, and we're not gonna switch out at all because we know that the backline can work even better than wall rain again against that Charizard. So we have to stay in here with the wall rain, going for the Icicle Spears, and perhaps one more, but they can outspeed. It is gonna be the superpower. Down goes our ice type Pokemon, and now Gyarados will come into the battle. Let's farm it down with our Dragon Breaths. They are gonna have that Escavalier at the back, so we have to go for those Aqua Tails to do all the work. Hopefully we can resist pretty much everything, even if they have Aerial Ace, which is neutral. It is a bad move in total, so we can still survive it. So I believe that we're gonna take the move here. Woetmak really knows his stuff, and right after that we're gonna completely farm down what lies at the back. Of course, it is gonna be the Charizard, and they're gonna back out, granting us the first win. Woetmak starting off pretty solid with his line, so now on the next one we're met up with the Swampert, going out at the same time like the opponent did here to the wall rain, but we have the Chessnaught. So this is kind of a weird matchup to be in because we deal super effective damage with those smackdowns, and unfortunately here we're gonna lose the race to that move, and we can get there to the double superpower, dealing so much damage to that wall rain that they cannot handle it. Look at that battlers, another superpower. This time we're gonna take both of them shields out, and we can still finish off the wall rain with that final earthquake. We know they have the Swampert, so we're gonna go for the switch and the catch with the earthquake on the flying Gyarados, and this is looking pretty awesome for us and pretty horrible for them. Look at that trainer. Swampert here is gonna connect their Hydro Cannon, but at this point doesn't matter at all. We still have some time to go for the crunch and almost the kill here, but we are gonna go down, I believe, to that Swampert. No, we're gonna spend the shield. At the back lies the Charizard, and at this point they stand no chance at all because even a Blast Burn will not be enough to finish off our wall run here, and especially now that we are not even Shadow, the regular one can still take the hit, as you can see, and we're just gonna proceed into farming down, go for that earthquake, for that extra flex, but we're never gonna get there. Gonna just farm down with those powder snows. Gyarados into the next one, up on the lead, pretty solid and all around lead. This can turn both ways, but I believe that the Icicle Spears will emerge victorious because here Gyarados is gonna be much glassier than it is supposed to be on the Master League format, so yeah, it makes a lot of sense. At the back they decide to safe switch into the Snorlax, successfully catching that Icicle Spear, and to be honest that doesn't matter at all because we still have a Gyarados of our own and we can threat that Pokemon a lot with our crunch. This is gonna connect, down goes the Snorlax. Pretty big play here by Woetmak, and at this point we're expecting the Gyarados to return, so let's see, are we gonna see the crunch? Yes, we are pretty close to the faint scenario here, but it doesn't matter at all. Also gonna grab the shield out of them, and at this point we can go in with our amazing Chessnaught, able to force out the switch to the Aurorus. Are you kidding me? This Pokemon is bad news for our team, but still Chessnaught is gonna be able to do super effective damage with those smackdowns. And not only that, we are already there to the double superpower, one for the shield, one for the extinction, and Aurorus is getting out of there. So at the back they have the Gyarados remaining with enough HP, but it is only enough for the Icicle Spear to connect and finish it off. A really nice battle for Woetmak here, and now let's move forward into the next one with the Gyarados up on the lead this time. Pretty interesting to see how this can be played by Woetmak, because as I like to play every single match that I go neutral up on the lead and I have a Gyarados at the back, I take the first move and then bring Gyarados into play because I want to see how they can adapt to the meta while I keep that energy for the end game with my lead Pokemon. Here is how Woetmak is gonna do it as well, so we have to pressure here for the Aqua Tail because we know they can get there pretty fast. Down they go to the falling Dragon Breaths, and at the back there is gonna be the Swampert. Hopefully here we are part flying, so we can resist by a lot those mud shots, and of course we can pressure even more by reaching the next Aqua Tail and grab a shield. They know that Swampert is gonna connect their move, and at this point we're pretty sure this cannot be an earthquake, so we're just gonna let it go. And here comes now the Icicle Spear. This is gonna connect for lethal damage. Down goes the Swampert. At the back they have the Excadrill, and we can pressure even more at this point with the Icicle Spear. So Excadrill is a very glassy mon overall on every single league, and here on Ultra League it makes no exception. However, it is gonna be a very good anti-flyer / anti-wall rain option, and with shields up can be deadly, especially when we have a Pokemon like Chessnaught with Smackdown. However, we have more shields than them at this point, and this is gonna be the end game for them. They know that they back out, and that's gonna be a great game for us. We have now that Gallade against our Chessnaught, because as you can see we have switched around a little bit on the lead, so now we're gonna see Gyarados coming in with the Aqua Tail doing a lot of work against Gallade. They decide to stay in, which is pretty interesting. They go for the Leaf Blade, trying to go here for that Aqua Tail. However, they go for the very smart switch, and they are able to snipe us down with a Dragon Breath. We have to go in now with a Wall Rain, and of course now switch out to the Chestnut, because those moves that we throw at them are gonna be super effective, while we can resist pretty much anything that they are supposed to use, because if they use something like an Outrage, where that is gonna be an unfortunate position for us. Hopefully we can farm down here, and we are already there to the double superpower once again. Let's see if we can land at least one. Yes, we can. One more for the Charizard, which just came in. They want to preserve that shield. That was a pretty smart play, while preserving some HP for that Gallade for the end game. You never know what will happen. However, they are getting super low, and I believe that we can block correctly that Blast Burn, which we do. This is gonna be the end game for them, and we're gonna just farm down here. And of course we have the double Icicle Spear ready to go, and that's gonna be a great game for Woetmak before they reach to the Leaf Blade and the win for them. We're just gonna steal this win with a really smart energy management. Into the next one now with the Aggron up on the lead. So you can see here two Smackdowners, and we're just gonna do exactly the same thing, but we have the upper hand because of the superpower. They're gonna try and catch that superpower on the Gallade. Of course this is not gonna happen because our trainer here really knows his stuff, so we're gonna see the shield on the Leaf Blade with the Gyarados. We really need to win this one, I believe, if we want to have a chance at all. So we're just gonna take this move. It is gonna be most probably a Leaf Blade, and we can survive it. Hopefully we can reach to one more Aqua Tail before fainting, and at this point I think they have to block. No block from the enemy, they come in with the Aggron, so at this point we can pressure a lot with our moves here. This is gonna be a heavy slam. If that could be something like a Meteor Beam, even resist it, I think it could deal more damage, and of course they could vamp up their attack stat, which could be a bummer for the next Pokemon that we have at the back for that Wall Rain. So now we're gonna see the Wall Rain. Are we gonna block this? Yes we are. It is gonna be the Rock Tomb and the attack drop on that Wall Rain. No Meteor Beam at all. That was weird to observe, and we're gonna connect the Icicle Spear on the Dragonite. Hello Dragonite, goodbye Dragonite, and of course one other goodbye to the Aggron. Swagron getting out of the way, and Swagron just got swept. Yeah, that's a bad one. Anyways, so we're having now the Wall Rain up on the lead into the next one, and yeah, this is gonna be kinda weird for us. So we're just gonna bring our Gyarados into the fight, and Gyarados is gonna have a lot of neutral coverage against the meta, so it makes a lot of sense as to why we're gonna bring it most of the times as our safe switch, and then encourage you to do the same if you're thinking about a very safe option like Gyarados. Just use it, you're not gonna regret at all. Gyarados is an amazing option. Gonna get the shield in the process. That is looking pretty awesome, and at this point I believe we have to go in with our own Wall Rain because we can resist the moves, and of course the Earthquake will never be enough to do enough neutral damage to finish us off. We're gonna spend the shield here. I really like this play because now we can have the upper hand. Of course at the back there is gonna be the Charizard, and of course we have the Smackdown Pokemon, the Chessnaught, which is just gonna do a lot of work against that Charizard, able to completely farm down, and we're down on shields. So we're expecting that Wall Rain of theirs to come in, but instead they return with that Trevenant, which is only bad news for our team. Are we gonna be able to reach another one? Yes we are. So this is a big play by Woetmak, able to get there to the energy ball, almost able to destroy it down, and of course now we have some energy to spare. One is gonna take the shield for sure, so we have to pressure for one more to finish off this Wall Rain. Able to get there to that Earthquake. Unfortunately fortunate position for us. Let's go now for the Icicle Spear. Are they already there for the Seed Bomb though? We are getting pretty smart, I believe, here. So we're just gonna undercharge and then keep farming down. That is pretty smart. Here comes a Trevenant. Unnecessary Earthquake for the win. And yes, trainers, we can do it. And that is gonna be a fantastic game and a really flexible one by Woetmak. Into the final one now with the Charizard up on the late. You love to see, trainers, a complete farm down with the Chessnaught and the Smackdowns. At the back, what was that? A Walrein, I believe so. So here comes the superpower on the shield. We are both even on shields, and now our Walrein can be a very good answer to theirs. They have the energy advantage, so they can get there to those back-to-back earthquakes much faster. So it's all up to the IVs, and you can see that we kinda have better IVs for this situation because we can survive, I believe, one more earthquake at this point. Yes, we can, while we can reach to our earthquake much faster than them. So we needed more than 2 while they needed 2 to faint, and we're gonna take their shield out of the way. This is looking pretty awesome for us. However, they have a lot of energy, they are loaded, but we still have 1 shield left to go to use it for that end game with our Chessnaught, I believe, because we can take those Icicle Spears right now. Coming in with a Chessnaught. Hello Charizard, goodbye Charizard, and let's see now what their third Pokemon is gonna be. They return with the Walrein. Okay, gonna block that for sure because we have so much energy to spare. What is there at the back? It is gonna be the Swampert, the Energy Ball for the final boom, and boom, trainers, gonna get this victory with Woetmak flexing the Chessnaught. So that's all, trainers. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying till the end. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go. Subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, trainers.